Thanks, Nina, for that emotional speech. I think we might need a mop up here. There were a few tears. Don't want to slip health and safety. Wow, what a day we've had. The happy couple look amazing, don't they? Yeah! I said they look amazing, don't they? Yeah, that's it. Sound like you want to be here. That'd be great. Thanks. So first things first, I'm going to break tradition by starting with a toast. It's purely because the more drunk you are, the better my speech will sound. So join me in raising a glass to Christian and Samantha. Oh, sorry. It's my writing. Join me in raising a glass to Christos and Sunita. To Christos and Sunita. So on to the speech. That's what I'm here for. When Christos decided to get married, the first thing he done was call up the smartest friend he had and asked him to be the best man, but he declined. Ooh. Yeah, you can join in, this isn't television, alright? Yeah, thanks. He then called up the most fun friend he had, but he too declined. Then he decided to call up the most handsome friend of his, and this time I finally told him to stop calling me. I said, third time lucky, okay, I will be your best man. It's a true story, it is. So it is great to see so many of you here today. You've all made such an effort. You look lovely, you look amazing, you look nice. Mario, nice to see you. So I've known Christos and Sunita for about a day now. Sorry, for quite a few years now. And we've had some great laughs over the time. Some of you might not have known them as well as I do, so I'm going to tell you a story of how they met. Yeah, it's exciting, it is exciting. You might not be as excited when I say the next bit. Unfortunately, I did have a sound effects machine for my story, but due to budget constraints, it didn't actually make it. Alright, maybe it did, that's ruined it, yeah, cheers, thanks, yeah. We've already paid him, we can't, it's too late now. So what we're going to have to do is you, the audience, have to be my sound effects machine. Do you think you can do that? Yeah! That's the spirit. So I might even pick on a few of you individually. It's nothing personal, I just don't like you. Right, here we go, we'll start with a story. It's like a fairy tale. Once upon a time, on a cold day in September 2010, Christos first laid eyes on Sunita. The wind was howling. Yeah, it wasn't a wolf, it was the wind. Yeah, thanks. Not going to that table anymore, I'll come over this side. The wind was howling and the rain was lashing down. Yeah, you've done this before. Goes theatre school, does Chris? Later that evening, Christos and Sunita started chatting over Facebook Messenger. Christos's phone went off with a loud ding. Ow! Not sure what to say there. He's always been a one for funny ringtones, as Christos. I'm running out of tables. Later that evening, Christos went to pick Sunita up. It was 2010, so he was actually on a bus. He rang the bell of the bus. Yeah, she's got a car. He rang the bell on the bus, and he got off at Sunita's house to meet her. You don't think you're safe? I can travel. They went for their first ever romantic date. There were candles everywhere. Fine music was playing, and the atmosphere was electric. That's right, they went to McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She was loving it. Yeah, that was scripted. I'm not going to pretend to you. After the a la carte meal, Christos asked Sunita out, and she said yes. Hey! Yes, it was a happy moment. That's why we're all here today. Christos and Sunita have been on many fancy dates over the years. Just recently, they went to see Aladdin on the West End. The genie entered the stage with a big puff. Mario? Right, you've got your money back, that's fine. That was good, well, I like that. Fast forward to 2010 now, to Christos and Sunita's first holiday. They went to Rhodes. Yeah, I do them as well. They stayed in a lovely hotel close to the beach. Nice holidays are always the order of the day where Christos and Sunita are involved. They stayed in a beautiful hotel in the heart of the jungle. It was so peaceful. All you could hear was the roar of the lions. Yeah, thanks for the enthusiasm there. The roar of the lions. Never been to a zoo in our life, that one. And the call of the elephants. Come on, Lena, don't let me down. Another one, not been to the zoo. Neil, come on, an elephant. Perfect, let's give him a round of applause. That was next level. What's going on here? And the call of some tropical birds. Second chance. Better, you have redeemed yourself. And the unmistakable sound of the giraffes. We'll go with it. We will. Christos and Sunita got married today at Boreham House to the sound of wedding bells. It's you again. She arrived on her bicycle. Apparently. So I wasn't expecting that one. And the string quartet playing their signature tune. That will do. That's perfect. Again, that one wasn't planned. And they lived happily ever after. So now you all know the story of Christos and Sunita, I should probably tell you a little bit more about my friendship with Christos. Sunita actually pulled me aside earlier and said she told me to cut out any inappropriate stories, so nothing about ex-girlfriends, alcohol or the police. So this is all I've got left, really. We've known each other since primary school, but only really became friends when he started playing for my football team. Football's been a big part of our lives, actually, with Christos playing for teams like MK Dons. Impressive, I know, impressive. He's now a carpenter, so it didn't work out, but it is what it is. I've actually got a letter here from MK Dons that they sent me on the special day. Oh, it's not a joke. They did send this. It's actually addressed to Sunita. Whoa. It says, Dear Sunita, congratulations on your wedding. That's nice. Christos was absolutely useless in every position we tried him in. We hope you have better luck tonight. Playing a game of football. I have no idea what that means. Lots of love, MK Dons. You can have that. Put it in a frame. It's real. It's actually not just playing football that's brought us together. We've watched our fair share of matches too. Last year we started going to Southend games together. I've just had a funny look from this table. Which was made extra exciting by putting a bet on them every single week. We almost had enough for an all-expenses paid 5-star trip to Tenerife. But that week Southend decided to lose 3-0. I wish I knew who the manager was that day, because I'd love to give him a piece of my mind. How's it going, Chris? You alright? I do apologise. I got told to do it. So Christos is not known especially for his tolerance to alcohol, although if you were at the stag the other week, you'd probably beg to differ. His new nickname is now Senor Tequila. So that's nice. A particular example of this was when we went to Faces nightclub a few years ago for a really big night out. Although for Christos, the big night actually lasted about an hour. When we first got into the club, Christos decided it would be a great idea to pour a whole bottle of vodka evenly between 5 glasses. Yeah, you can see where this story's going, really, can't you? After drinking his share, we didn't see Christos again that night. We later found out that he ended up in Queen's Hospital on a drip. Just a standard night out. All was good in the end though. About 4 hours later he was at work and apparently, and I quote, I feel better than ever. Strange. It is a free bar tonight, so you know what to do. Send the shots over to Senor Tequila and he will gladly drink them. Another memory between Christos and I is how we've always been trying to come up with business ideas, being compared to Del Boy and Rodney quite a lot. This time next year we will be millionaires. All that's left for me to say really is, doesn't Christos look amazing today? There's no joke there, it's actually a compliment. You take that, first time ever. He's really made an effort, especially earlier when he had his full Indian outfit on for the Hindu ceremony. Looked brilliant. Although the only problem was Christos did try and put his turban on last week, and it took him 2 hours. It's quite a long time to put a turban on. So I've decided that for my wedding present this year, I'd create an invention for Christos that will help him in future scenarios like that. It's called the Turban-matic 6000, and it should help him put his next one on in a much shorter time. So I'm going to leave you with this short demonstration of the product. We are selling them, so if you want one. If I just give you that, Chris, I'm going to give you a demonstration now. I mean, it's not perfect, but yeah, all right, stop. Thanks. Yeah, but you can see it probably would do the job. Bit of tweaking needed, but we will get there. But that's the end of my speech. All that's left for me to do to say is congratulations to the happy couple, Christos and Sunita. Let's raise another glass. And I'll hand over to Christos. This is where the fun really begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the best now. What an amazing speech.